From Today FM Ireland, this is the Eamon Dempsey Breakfast Show podcast.
Another one on the line, and it's Mr. Eamon Dunphy, Ireland's top soccer pundit and broadcaster and writer and everything, and great singer as well. Eamon, good morning. How are you
Good morning, Ian. How are you?
Good to talk to you at this hour of the morning, unearthly hour.
Not really. I'm always up very early. You only live once. You might as well get up and enjoy it.
That's absolutely right. And listen, you're very kind to have done this for us. We came up with this idea to try and come up with the Republic of Ireland starting 11, a kind of a timeless team from any era at all, and we asked people to try and get inside your brain and try and see which way you would think. So we do actually have an outright winner. I've got your list here, but you're going to recite it for us this morning. Is that right, Eamon?
Yes. I mean, just to explain, there's a couple of criteria. Yeah. One is, had I seen these players play? And the other one was, if I wanted to pick a team to go out and play for my life or my house.
Okay.
They were the criteria that I engaged. So the great Johnny Carey, who was captain of Manchester United in 1952 when they won the FA Cup, he was Matt Busby's first Roy Keane, as it were. Johnny's not in the team only because I didn't see him play, but by all accounts he was a very great player. So the team is Shay Given, Dennis Irwin, Paul McGrath, Charlie Hurley and Tony Dunn. Dennis Irwin and Tony Dunn both played for Manchester United.
Charlie Hurley's going back a bit now, isn't he?
Charlie Hurley, yeah, I played with Charlie in the Irish team. Yeah. Yep. He played for Sunderland. He's a legend up there, and he was an absolutely amazing player, particularly when he was younger. I consulted John Giles on this. John knew more about him than I did because John had played against him. But I played with him, and there were other people you could have put in there. Mark Lawrence, notably, could have been in there with Paul McGrath. Although, ironically, Jack never played Mark Lawrence in the centre-half. He played him everywhere else, but not centre-half. Now, the midfield is really exciting. Roy Keane, John Giles, Liam Brady, and Ronnie Whelan. All great players. And Ronnie was, an underrated player at Liverpool. He's a great player. Ronnie scored winners in cup finals and was a big game player. And the front to Frank Stapleton. We've never had good strikers in Ireland. Never really had people of the calibre of Giles and Keane and Brady playing as strikers. But I think Frank Stapleton was the best striker we've ever had. And Kevin Doyle, now that might surprise some people, but I think Kevin Doyle is going to be a great player. I think he is now on the brink of becoming a really, really top player. Once he gets a move from Reading and goes to a top club. I thought about putting Robbie Keane in there as well, but Doyle has an aggression and potential that I really find exciting. It'd been easy to put Robbie Keane in there, and there was a great Irish player called Paddy Moore in the 20s who scored a lot of goals for Ireland and sadly died as an alcoholic when he was 40, but he played for Shamrock Rovers and Aberdeen. But again, I hadn't seen him play, so
I'm sure a lot of people are going to be surprised by the fact that Robbie Keane didn't go in. I mean, isn't he the record goal scorer?
Oh, he is, yeah, and I think he's a terrific player, Robbie. But I just felt that Doyle had just the
edge.
The edge in terms of potential. I think he's an underrated player by the press and the public. I think he's destined for greatness. So perhaps it's a bit unfair when people are trying to second guess me that I put him in. But I want, at least they know the reason now.
Right. And Eamon, I just noticed there that John Giles is there and Ronnie Whelan, the two of your co-contributors on the telly on RTE. You're not there yourself. You didn't put yourself on the list, no?
Well, I thought that might
Was that another one of the criterion, yeah?
No, I could be the Jose Mourinho in this setup. The special one. And I could manage them and coach them. So that would be the only role I'd have.
Right.
But John, undoubtedly, if you're picking an all-time World 11, I think John, Roy Keane, Liam Brady and Paul McGrath would all be in it. Tony Dunn is a player that people mightn't know, but he was left back in the Manchester United team that won the European Cup in '68. He really was absolutely amazing, an outstanding player who came from Shelbourne League of Ireland, went to Manchester and had a great career there. So people might know that. Dennis Irwin, I think most people will have seen.
He was one of the big early kind of earners as well, wasn't he? Tony Dunn. He made a lot of money, didn't he?
Well, he made it. Yeah, he would have missed out on the really big stuff, though, Ian. You know, Roy Keane and would have got the big stuff, and a lot of these guys would never have made very much money out of football. Shay Given, obviously, again, we haven't been blessed with great goalkeepers. And I think Shay would be a contender even if you're picking a Premier League 11 at the moment.
And was it very close between Shay Given and Paddy Bonner, or was Shay Given streets ahead?
No, not really. Paddy was good, and you know, that would be a tough call. But I just feel in the last 4 or 5 years, that Shay has been almost miraculous for Ireland and for Newcastle, and latterly, as recently as last week, for Manchester City. You know, he really is special. So it would have been a close call in.
All right. Okay, Eamon, listen, as I say, we really appreciate it, and thank you very much for going.
It was a great pleasure.
And obviously you consulted a few people yourself about the whole thing.
I did.
What about Chelsea and Liverpool tonight? Do you think Liverpool have any chance of coming back at Stamford Bridge?
Well, Bolton got 3 goals there at the weekend. I mean, if they've got a chance. With John Terry not playing for Chelsea, he's a big loss for Chelsea. They've got a chance, but it's about a 1 in 10 chance. Yeah. Don't put your money on it.
Okay. All right, listen, Eamon, thanks very much.
It's
Cheers.
my pleasure. Bye-bye.
All the best. Good luck. Eamon Dunphy there.
From Today FM Ireland, this is the Ian Dempsey Breakfast Show podcast.